What's the best way to learn something? Watch the professionals. My creative partner and director of photography, Trey Cochran, has collected samples from popular cinema of a film technique we can steal and recreate for a sketch that we're going to write tonight. The catch? I have no idea what he's about to show me, but I'm about to find out, and you're going to find out with me. You're watching Scene Thieves.
All right, Alex.
Yeah?
Today we've come here, and before we start, I would like to share with you some vocabulary terms.
Okay. Right fucking into it. Okay.
Yeah. I want to...
Everybody get your notebooks out. It's time for class.
Oh, shit. The first one is actually...
This is going so well.
First one has actually gotten misplaced, but... Well, now I don't know it. But, so the first one I'll tell you is the short side. So the short side is the side of your face that's facing away from the camera. So if I was to turn myself sort of like this side of my face is the short side, and then this side is the side that I lost the vocabulary term for.
Is it the long side?
I think it might be. I think it might be something along those lines.
Or the front side?
Yeah.
We're just going to call it the long side. And if we're wrong, then...
Whoops.
Oops.
Sorry about that.
I wasn't prepared. I'm not the one that brought notes.
Look, I brought notes, but I only brought
half the notes.
Yeah, I apparently only brought half the notes.
What is... Okay, so we've got short side and...
Oh, there's more vocabulary.
There's more?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Are you familiar with high key and low key lighting?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about lighting today.
Lighting?
Yeah, and different kinds of lighting.
We're basically getting into, like, three-point lighting.
Yeah. If you watch old movies, you know, three-point lighting is all that they do. And it's with very harsh lights that they would set up in these three ways to kind of make it, you know, as even as possible. Yeah. But now, if you watch a movie, they're using those same techniques, right? For the most part, it's as if it was three-point lighting, but they just take one or two of them away. And because we're talking about lighting, we're going to watch like the first 30 seconds of each of these, and then I'm going to pause on a specific frame, and we'll talk about the lighting in that frame, is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Hey, I'm the wrong person to ask.
But that's the thing. See, I'm the wrong person to ask. What is it? I think it's fuck you. Fuck you.
This is Birdman, by the way.
Yeah. So just give it to me as a fuck you.
Right.
Try it. Lay it on me.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Come on, give it to me.
Well, I'm thinking.
Fuck me hard.
So I'm just going to go ahead and pause it there.
What I'm noticing, which is maybe point me in the right direction, like the short side of their face is brighter than the other side. Like the side that's facing camera is more shadowed.
Yes, and that is something that's actually pretty common in like films nowadays, which you maybe like intuitively you think like, oh, you want to light the front of their face, and you do in a lot of scenarios, but this is more of a low-key lighting situation, and it's because they're on a stage in this scene. Like this all has like reasoning behind it.
Maybe it's giving off a vibe of like maybe a little bit more grit. I don't know if that's maybe what it's going for.
And I think that's why probably they chose for it to be more like low key. You ready for the next example?
Hit me with it. Do your worst.
All right.
Talking quiet.
And this is from the Hulk. And in this scenario, he's been like living in secret for years, and now the government is after him. This is extremely like low key. This is just like you can only see
just a tiny little
silhouette of this man.
Like a fraction of the short side of his face, but he's mostly in the dark.
And I think it's because he's like, you know, afraid for his life.
Yeah, I mean, he is literally hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. So there's two different like approaches, two different maybe classical approaches to lighting. There's like naturalistic or stylistic. The low-key lighting and the other stuff we've seen is very stylistic. High-key lighting, which is often more used in like comedy situations or like romance. This is extremely naturalistic.
I've been wanting to get around to like playing with lighting effects a little bit more, because I think most of the time whenever we light something,
we're pretty much always going for a more naturalistic approach, and I would like to venture into maybe a stylistic approach.
Yeah, I think we probably could. I think this is going to be really interesting to attempt. Because I think it's maybe a little bit outside of our wheelhouse, but I think...
Yeah, it's nothing we don't have the equipment or the knowledge on how to do. It's just a matter of can we do it and do it well.
So I'm excited to get into it. I think let's go away. Let's come up with something. Let's get crafty. So we got our script ready. We're doing a sort of film noir themed sketch.
We decided to do a bit of like a voiceover.
So that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to record all of the voiceover lines, and then while we're filming the sketch, we're going to use the recordings to help us sort of time some of the shots.
Rolling on audio.
It was a day like any other, but something about it was putting me on edge.
I mean, I like that. I thought that was good.
Let's do like probably at least 2 takes of every line. So we'll just do a second take of that, and then if you like it, we can move on.
Rolling on audio.
It was a day like any other, but something about it was putting me on edge. He's got a shirt with his name on it.
Yeah, I used to work at an O'Reilly Auto Parts, and I'm about to get on the floor and jack up my car and then pretend to be a mechanic. So
What do you mean pretend?
Well, I don't know. I'm probably not as good of a mechanic as the guy in our skit is going to be.
Alright, you gotta knock it off.
Anyways.
You're the best mechanic in town. Look at you, you got a shirt and everything.
Technically, the people who work there aren't mechanics, but this shirt is made out of like fucking shock-proof and like oil-proof material.
Kevlar.
Yeah, it's not Kevlar.
I'm guessing I should actually grab lights here instead of filming it.
No, it'd be pretty funny if you just sat here and watched. Here we go.
This is very entertaining stuff.
This is good.
It's better than what we're filming, actually. It's almost better than sports, actually.
Well, don't say that. That's...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is really tasty. We're gonna be some sweaty boys after this. That actually looks.
It's fine at the moment.
Well, it's just when you look over here, it's garbage.
Just don't go that way. I guess just don't do that.
I mean, you're standing there.
We're gonna do the wine shot of us both interacting first, because we're gonna treat that like it's a master shot.
Yeah, and then how do you want to do these lights?
Well, you stand here, and then I'll figure it out. I think what we need to do, honestly, is like grab a blanket or something and like duct tape it over this window. Yeah, okay. Dude, that's dramatic.
That's pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I'll roll the audio.
I can roll the audio. You start the
I start the what?
camera.
Oh, okay. Dude, this heat is not doing me well right now.
Yes, dude.
Ep8, the mechanic, master, take 4.
Do I? This is the very air freshener that's been keeping my garage smelling nice and clean for the past maybe 15 years.
Cut. I'm fucking amazed you knew your line. Cause
No, I didn't know it at all. I spent the entirety of that playing trying to remember it the best I could.
I was just standing there thinking, I was looking in your eyes, I could tell that you didn't know the line. I was like, what the fuck are we gonna do when it's supposed to be his time to talk? I really shouldn't leave this here, but I'm gonna.
Alright, we're doing some close-ups now.
Yeah, we got all of our wide angles, now we need close-ups.
So, Alex is gonna be threatening me with a knife. And we're gonna get a close-up of that. 3, 2, 1, rolling. Both of those were like fucking solid.
I showed him a Polaroid of an air freshener.
I kind of like that. Your hand is mostly in shadow, except for just like your fingertips, and this is all bright. And I actually kind of like that.
Nice.
If I don't like the cut of your jib, I'll be forced to cut something else. And trust me, I know how to use this thing. Okay, let's get your close up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He knew exactly what I was talking about.
That looks good, but it doesn't look stylistic.
I think Alex looks very stylistic right now.
I got so much style.
Oh, that's a lot of style, Trey.
I'll get deep in there.
You gotta have style like Alex.
Take 5.
What?
Only 2 more shots left. Then we're done here. I'm just drenched in sweat, as I imagine we all are. Yeah. Okay, well, we got the last couple shots that we wanted. So we're going to go and edit it, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Okay, we wrapped up filming.
Dude, that was hot and sweaty that day.
That was rough in that garage on a hot day. It was not great.
We were in, just an oven of a room.
Yeah, but we managed to survive the sauna.
Yeah, we did. And we also, so did the camera.
So yeah, all the equipment survived. Rehse survived.
Yeah, poor Rehse.
But we came away with it with a nice little low-key lighting video here. I think the only thing left to do right now is watch it.
Yeah, I think so.
It was a day like any other, but something about it was putting me on edge. I was still in search of the man who stole the air freshener out of my car 15 years ago. All of the clues had been pointing me in this direction. Hey, man.
Shit, dude. Give me a minute. I'm not done yet.
I wasn't in the mood to play his games. Today I was out for revenge. Say, you got any wrenches?
What?
Okay, so that was a bad opener. I knew he was onto me, but it was too late to turn back now. The whole place smelled like fresh cut pine, but there wasn't a forest in sight. I need to speak to you about a problem with my car. I knew that I probably wasn't allowed to smoke in here, but I didn't care. My car had smelled like shit for 15 years because of this man. His garage was about to get the same treatment.
Hey, man. You can't smoke in here.
Oh, shit, sorry. He'd found my weakness. It was time to pull out the big guns. Do you recognize anything in this photo? I showed him a Polaroid of an air freshener. The same air freshener my wife and I conceived our firstborn child under. The same air freshener he'd taken from me some 15 years ago.
Do I? This is the very air freshener that has been keeping my garage smelling nice and clean for the past maybe 15 years?
What if I told you that air freshener belonged to somebody else?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He knew exactly what I was talking about. His garage might have smelled like a springtime meadow, but the mechanic reeked of lies. Don't get cute with me, penis lips. If I don't like the cut of your jib, I'll be forced to cut something else. And trust me, I know how to use this thing. I had no idea how to use that thing. In fact, I had no idea what it even was, or how the hell it got into my pocket.
All right, you've got me. I'll give you what you want, but you've got to promise me one thing. You'll never call me penis lips again.
He struck a hard bargain. I didn't want to give in to his demands, but I'd come all this way. This was the moment I had been waiting for. You got yourself a deal.
Little did he know, he'd fallen right into my trap. I was thinking about it, when I presented to you low-key lighting, I was torn between whether or not I was going to present to you voiceover or low-key lighting.
I'm happy we could do both.
Yeah, and I think that had I presented you voiceover and we came up with the exact same script, but we didn't light it this way, then it wouldn't have been as good.
I think you're right. I think the the low-key lighting certainly adds something here. There's certain like pretty artistic moments, like the moment with the Polaroid.
Because I guess I'm sort of the villain in the situation, so to speak. My face is pretty dark the whole time, but I've got that like rim light.
Yeah.
Whereas your face is bright and you have like nothing on the back of you. And I think that ultimately, you know, I like that. I think it plays in our favor.
Very artistic technique being used here to achieve something that I think is, in essence, very childish, but yeah. But I'm glad that we did this.
Yeah,
I think
me
we
too.
pulled it off pretty well.
It's a good one.
Subscribe to Collision Comedy. 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 Please.